Yo GG, here comes the trouble. I am PANCZASU, the mighty explorer with endless space for your pleasure and joy. And this actually is quite an important videocast for me and partially to you as well, I guess. So I do require feedback. I'm telling it right now because I'm trying out a different audio recording setup than the one I usually use. So it's a little bit different. It requires a little bit more work from my end, but it should theoretically at least increase the audio quality of my videocast a little bit. I mean, the game sound shouldn't change if I did everything right, but my voice should be of a higher standard. I mean, it will not go beyond the range of perception of my microphone if I did everything correctly. I might have completely paused this up and everything is wrong and this will be horrible cast, but please, I require feedback. How was the audio? Was it good? Did you see any difference at all? Did you not? Was it worse? I need it. Okay, so we got this out of the way. Also, I need to kind of try and speak a little bit more understandably. And that was a kind of rough sentence, actually. I mean, word, whatever. And this is a good example on how I'm not supposed to talk, but oh well. So there is another home system. I have no idea if this is the correct home system of the Pilgrims or not. Pilgrims started on one of those two systems. I have no idea which one, however. They obviously killed somebody to get the other one, but who? I have no idea. I could check it if I were to go into one of those systems, because I kinda know, I do know, not kinda, but I definitely do know what planet the Pilgrims start on, and this would allow me to kind of guess, I mean not guess, but just know where did the Pilgrims start. And wow, Ying seems like a very potent system to have, and no doubt this is actually the core system for the Pilgrims. I mean, other systems, I didn't know what planets are within, but they do look kind of competent. But this one has 6 planets, so even if those are bad planets, it still is a 6-planet system, which is kind of nice. And where did the music go? I think it is kind of there. Well, the problem with this new recording method is that I am going to have some difficulties hearing what the game plays. Unfortunately, I cannot avoid that. But overall quality, as I said, like 20 times array should increase. So anyway, what I'm going to do is launch a nice invasion operation. So while my main fleet is actually recapturing Horodium, and then it is going to go to Giaza, is it? I kind of think like it might be a decent idea to let Pilgrims build on the system, some improvements on the system, so that when I come in and capture it, it will actually have some worth to it that I didn't need to provide myself. Because as you may or may not remember, I am, where is it? As an unskilled builder on max level, this makes improving systems quite difficult. I'll obviously make up for it with the military trade on max level as well, but you know the drill. Anyway, where is the music? It's about to play. It sometimes happens with endless space. Anyway, you just said this is an older fleet. It has 4 massive frees. That's a difficult thing to say, but oh well. So I'm gonna send it to this red supergiant, and they will be on their way to this system. I hope it will be an easy capture, though with the Pilgrims you may never know, they are quite far ahead in terms of technological advancements. I could say the same thing about everybody, but those guys are ruthless. Anything I need to take care of? Well, I am losing a lot of dust, but this should fix itself relatively soon when those other revenue zones will start to kick in. So I believe I can uphold this kind of dust loss for a little bit while longer. I could increase the dex rate to decrease the loss, but I'm not entirely convinced this is a smart idea. But you know what, I'm gonna go for it, just in case nobody attacks me, because keep in mind, I am banking on the fact that the enemy is going to try and attack me, because I do gain dust from their failure. Which sounds nice when you say it. Anyway, let's end the 10, and I'm going to take a sip of juice, so give me a second. Unfortunately, it kind of warmed up. This was actually the same juice I drank the last videocast, which I only recorded like, what was it? An hour ago, actually? More or less an hour and a half, something along those lines. So it was not all that long ago, but within this time I thought to myself, gee, maybe there is something I can do about increasing the audio quality, because I am really concerned about that, and I would love for it to be at its best. And hello, dear buddy! You are going to die, and I'll take pleasure in killing you. Oh yes, well, I can rely on you to die! That was a long shot pun, but I'll go with that. So anyway, the downside of me making a second videocast in a short succession to the previous one is obviously the fact that my juice is not as cold as I would like it to be. I mean, even if you look at it, it has a slightly different, not texture, but color. I mean, usually when it's really cold, you can see a change in color. It's a very slight one, but there is actually one. And how do I want to do this? Actually, they will probably retreat, so I'm just gonna try and make sure that they will not be able to. This doesn't seem to be a concern, though, considering the fact that I have 5 mercifuls, and they can expect no mercy from the ships. Yeah, finally starting to rule out the puns, which took only like forever, and my kinetics are still yellow. This is kinda embarrassing, considering that they are actually installed on dreadnoughts. I have to be honest with you, I have never seen Dreadnought firing on as low quality of kinetics as yellow kinetics. I have always seen at least purple kinetics on Dreadnoughts, not yellow, and this is kinda embarrassing. But oh well, we'll go with that, I guess. It's not a big problem if they get the job done, and they definitely do. And oh, a big fleet! What am I gonna do about it now? I have a hunch on what might happen. Oh, missiles. I'm so scared, because as it turns out, anti-missile technology is the best military technology I have. So good luck getting through that. I actually am going to go... Power convergence seems like a really intriguing idea. Let's go for it, and then I'm gonna kick it off with gravity well and repair any damage at the end. I am going to lose Mercy 4, I believe. This is kinda rather big fleet, kinda rather low. And yeah, my Mercy 4 is halfway dead, so I could possibly lose that, but fortunately I do not care. I like things dying. This is like what I'm all about. So it's all good in the neighborhood, and also my power convergence worked, and actually it even countered the enemy. Unfortunately it doesn't gain any sort of bonus when it does counter the enemy action, but it at least stopped the enemy from using magnetic field. And now OMG, boosted gravity well. Guys, I will take like no damage while doing an enormous amount of pain and sheer agony to my opponents. This is just incredible. When you manage to get a combo of power convergence and gravity well in a succession, this is like the best combo you can imagine. Maybe it is arguably on par as good as the combo with power convergence and illusion, I believe, but both are really amazing. One is better for defense though, I guess. I mean, illusion only has defensive uses per se, because it saves your ships quite a bit of damage, from taking quite a bit of damage, and actually I did not even start at my timer, so this is great. Well, I guess I'll end this after this timer enters like 20s in terms of minutes, or something along those lines. I don't want this cast to be too long, because I don't know, to be quite frankly honest, if this recording method I'm using right now is going to work or not. And I just realized, guys, I am almost maxed out in level, and there are still like 20 abilities I actually want to get, which is sad. I mean, defense system specialists would be awesome, and I am kinda lacking on defense compared to my offense at least. Then again, there are some other things, well actually, both Inside Informant and Inside seem to be quite a nice thing to have. I mean, not gonna lie to you, I would like to have both of them. I could get Ultimate Defense. This is a pretty beastly ability to save you a lot of life. But do I really want to get it? I didn't even get it with Defender 1. Wow, that is actually kind of huge. What about this? Team Spirit, do I have Team Spirit? It is kind of decent, though I guess I'd rather have just Aziliant 3 than Team Spirit, to be quite completely honest with you. So, nah, I mean, Dust Barrier is nice, and if I had the... Actually, I should be able to get Dust Barrier. Why do I not have it? Did I get it? No. This beer is supposed to be available after a zenith, unless it is only supposed to. Yeah, I think it only says that you can get it after you get Defender 1. Well, there is no way I'm gonna get an ability just to get this ability at level 18. This just will not happen, isn't gonna happen, I can tell you that. What I am considering about going for is those two abilities. I mean, I need extra dust and I do need extra science just to be able to survive in this game, since my dust and science production capabilities rather, are not at their highest. So this is actually kind of tough choice. Do I like science or dust more? I like science more. The problem is I need dust to be able to maintain my fleet, and after my systems start depleting, it will be quite a difficult task to achieve. Also, there is this Empire event in a place which decreases my science gain by 25%, and I guess this would stack with Insight, decreasing it as well. So I'm not too sure about how I want things to do. You know what, let's just go for level 1 in both and start with the Insight, because yeah, why not? I think like this is an okay route to take. I would love to go for Tactician 1. I mean, it's just a no-brainer, and Tactician 1 and 2 are great abilities, but I'm sorry. But as it stands out, I actually wouldn't want to swap it for any of the abilities I have already. Maybe for the melee. I mean, now I no longer need melee at all. My ships are strong enough to capture everything within 4 turns, I believe. Well, but then again, I did need it at the time when I got it. So it's not something I'll keep going over, but you know, it would be nice. And oh, come on, why is my mouse lagging? Maybe it actually, I don't know. I actually do not know. Maybe it, well, fortunately this is not completely real time, so if it does pull on some trick on me and fails, then I can, you know, just pause the recording, I guess. Or do something about it. Okay, so the amoebas, excuse me, the pilgrims were not nice enough to invest in any kind of improvement. I think they may have explored this moon, I'm not sure. No, I did explore this moon. So no, they didn't do anything for me. Thank you, thank you. Well, at least Hororium is already maxed out, so I can keep colonizing those systems. I'm 99% owner, that's classy. And I do want this system to be a little bit more happy and produce a little bit more of pretty much everything. I do kind of feel like speeding up the construction of some of those things. And you know what, with the amount of dust I gain per turn, just because of the space battles, why not? Why not? This is like a decent build order that I'll go for. And anything else, Aldebaran actually finished its construction, which is nice. A lot of industry on the system, not actually a lot, surprisingly enough. And those people hate me because I just recently increased the tax rate, didn't I? So that would kind of explain it. I could go for unlimited information, however, to try and mitigate it. Thing is, this system, even at its finest, is not gonna be so great, which is actually kind of surprising. Oh, it still has hyperscale farms. I guess this explains some stuff. I'm gonna leave them for now, just for the next few turns, let's say. In the meantime, it can work on, let's say, revenues and... no, just kidding. Maybe... oh, this is gonna take 4 turns for unlimited information. However, I was already talking like I'm not gonna get them, but in the end, it's not a bad upgrade. It does cost a bit of dust to maintain, but after I get revenues, then it should be a-okay. Also, I have a desert, which actually provides no dust on its own, which is kinda bummer. But lavas do provide some dust, and deserts after improving also will provide me with quite a nice amount of dust. So that's that. Also, I have a bunch of more fleets at the ready, but before we move them anywhere, let's see if... wait, I did discuss something. The Tree of War. Wow, this is a very bad place for this upgrade to be. Well, the Tree of Worlds is generally working like incredibly insane food production hub. I mean, if you can get it early, you win the game. As simple as that. GG. But there's one requirement to that. It has to be on a planet which has quite a bit of space on it that will fit your population, and it should also have a system that is capable of fitting a large population. Otherwise, it is a wasted wonder, and that's precisely what happened right there. So I do feel kinda sorry for the pilgrims. But not enough not to capture the system. Oh yeah. It will only take me 35 turns to do so, but hey, why not? Let's go for it anyway. Alright, let us prepare some more mercy ships to move out, but while we are waiting for them to actually ship, how about we make sure that we already start conquest of Zune, or whatever it's called. And can I make it? Judging by the side of it, I should be able to make it to Gyaza. There's nobody in here, so I can just go to Bota system. Nobody here either, so that's surprising, but oh well. I guess I'll live with that. And now I know for a fact I do want to send the Yota fleet to this protostar. It might be colonized by pilgrims, in fact it most probably is. So I'm gonna do my best and then just to take it back, oh yeah. And actually I cannot match so many ships at once, so let's just go for this. You go over there, that's kinda obvious. You three guys just keep merging, and after we get a decent amount of those guys, I'm gonna send them again. Some more mercy ships, but since those are the only two systems that are producing mercy ships, I'm not gonna move them to other. Instead, I'm gonna wait with them here because I have a hunch it might take less time to actually move in an intergalactic travel through between Faitas and Lonika. Maybe not. We will see later. It might be a mistake. It might not. But actually, I do need to make sure if those mercy. Yep. They are not queued up properly. Anyway, properly, I mean they are not queued up in such a way that it would take me 20 turns to actually make all of them. So anyway, also it is nice to leave some systems, I mean ships at your home systems, because then if something happens, then you can still, you know, go back and actually do something about it. Then again, you know what, this fleet is like begging for more ships, so I guess I'm just going to send those two mercies in the general direction of the Aldebaran system. And that should be it. Then again, there is... Oh no, there are still some mercs incoming. But, you know what, I already selected those two, so they're gonna be my border guards, let's say. They're gonna have the guard duty, make sure nobody passes through Aldebaran. Not like it matters, because as you all have witnessed already, pilgrims can just travel between the systems like nothing can stop them. But if somebody else tries to mess up with me, then I'll be able to do something about this, which is by all means quite important. Alrighty then, I believe I can proceed with the next stand, which is precisely what I'm gonna do. And man, I really wish this juice would be just a little bit cooler, but I'm gonna drink it nevertheless. Yeah, if it was cooler, I would drink like entire glass of it, cup. No, it's a glass. But since it isn't, I didn't. Okay, hey, Biggest, where do you think you're going? They have this much movement. Okay, this is kinda sick. And by sick, I mean in the brain. And by that, I mean kinda retarded, to be quite honest. And this is actually a full-fledged fleet. Okay, I can see the game you're playing. You're trying to be mighty annoying. I will have to speed this up. 92 dust is not too bad. Okay, and Horolium, you just colonized a new system. That is nice. I would like to go for hyperscan fast. Hey! Pilgrims, that is not the upgrade I wanted! You stupid sons of bastards. Sons of bastards, that's a new insult to add to my vocabulary. Oh yeah. Anyway, I do want this system to max out ASAP, which would be by all means very nice indeed. Also, yeah, I'm definitely going to try and go for Moon Survive, because you never know, there might be something of value over there. Might not, but, well, we cannot tell it by just guessing, can we now? Anyway, right, I do need to send this fleet. Well, first of all, I do need all of my ships to finish their moves, which would be kinda nice. Now, the Zeta fleet, actually Lambda sounds nicer, so I'm just gonna make those fleets under the Lambda fleet markings and send it to Olvari. It does remind me of a character from some kind of fantasy book, I believe, or maybe a video game. Olvari. What was it? It was a dwarf, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. What? I don't remember. And can you be any more annoying? I mean, can you? I'm not sure if you can. You probably cannot. They're just being annoying for the sake of being annoying. That's classy, but well, they're gonna get what they deserve for it. Death! Painful, and I'll have no regret. Whatever. Yes, I will have no regrets, obviously, but that's not what I wanted to say. I wanted to say something a little bit more witty and smart, and I failed miserably, which is, unfortunately, usually the case. Okay, you know what? This single master ship, it can go to the front lines. It might actually be able to sustain the firepower of those pirates, so how about it goes to Horolium and make sure nobody messes up with this system without a serious firepower backup. and pirates do not have it, and that's one bugged black hole, because yeah. Well, yeah, you can see that. Anyway, well, my conquest is going smoothly. There's only going to take 35 turns again? Did they do something to improve their defense or something? I don't know. Whatever. And I guess there's nothing else for me to do but end the turn right here, right now. Maybe if I were to pour some water into this juice... The water is kinda cold, but it isn't actually just as cold as the juice is, so that wouldn't help. Obviously, also, when you drink this juice, at least this particular juice, you want it to be as meaty as possible. If you can call juice meaty, which you probably cannot, but let's try to do it nevertheless. Or rather, anyway. But, guys, pilgrims, stop moving around like lollipops or something. Lollipops, do lollipops really move around? Maybe not, but you know what I mean, stop being annoying. Gee. Right, anyway, this system is mine, thank you very much. It does look to be a decent system, and why can I not click on it? I click on this system, but not on this one. Why? Nobody knows. And that actually was a jazz song, which I kinda liked. Okay, anyway, actually maybe that wasn't the exact lyrics, but... Oh well, we'll live with it. You dear sir! One day, I'm gonna go into manual and tell my ships to hold fire after the guy is almost done. Then I will come in on my personal ship and pimp slap them so hard they wish I killed them. Seriously. Anyway, it's not gonna be a big problem. I will be able to save Leo in time, I believe. If not, I'm gonna be mighty annoyed. So just in case there's something goes horribly wrong, I'm gonna make some more mercies, Francis, to go into alien system and prepare for a counter-assault. Not counter-attack, but counter-assault, because it sounds more professional this way, at least to my ears. They cannot attack the city just yet, they do not have the required firepower to win this battle, at least to win without too big of, without any big casualties, but you know the truth. Okay, you dear sir, yeah, you can stay there, and the two of you, you can just go into alien system because you are needed there, aren't you? Actually, you're not, let's just send both of you to Horizon system, make sure it is protected to the best of my possibilities, and... Seriously. Okay, I'm not even gonna comment on that, because that doesn't deserve any kind of... How much movement do they have? They want like... Like it's nothing, seriously. It's just hacks, if anybody asks me. And nobody will, I know, but if somebody did all of a sudden ask me, then I'll call hacks right there. Okay, anyway, come on, I want to have some more meaty battles that would provide me with the dust I require to actually stay alive. It's kinda a big deal, isn't it? You know what, maybe Lynx is just gonna produce me some dust instead of ships. Because I seem to be running low on that front, it might be a decent idea. Maybe I'll actually even do the same thing on Alien. Then again, I would like this hero to level up, so maybe instead I'll do this on Mizar, because I like this hero less, just because it's a human. I mean, yes, I know Alien has more production, but... whatever. Logic! Who cares about it? Who needs it? Actually, fighters, I haven't looked at the system for a long time, and it is so depleted, it's actually kinda sad. I will have this. Just cause, okay, why not? Okay, anyway, anything else I can really do? Doesn't really look like it. So I'm just gonna proceed to the next 10. I have no idea how long this videocast is. I mean, it has been 16 minutes since I started my timer, but how long did it take me to actually press the start timer on my timer? Press the start timer? I was talking about the button, but there's no start timer button. This is just a purely mechanical timer, and you just press, well, a button, but it's not like... You know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. And you... Hey, go away, I'm looking at your ceasefire treaty. Okay. They are begging for ceasefire in return for lupus. What is lupus? Where is it? I do not see no lupus. I do not even know what they're trying to give me, but I would refuse anyway. So, war war is tiring, risky, and distracting. I think we've had enough of it for now. I didn't! Trust me, I did not. Oh dear says. How strong is my fleet that they are begging for mercy? Actually, it's still as weak as it used to be. And yet they seem to be kinda scared. Interesting. Very interesting. Perhaps AI is actually getting smarter now. Or maybe they noticed that there is nothing they can do about my overwhelming ascension. Now, this planet is a tricky one because I have no idea what to do with it that will be cost effective. Right now, actually, Planetary Institute is always the way to go. But what else? I guess maybe psychological installation? Maybe? Why not? Let's just go for it for the sake of it. Anything else I should take care of? Not really, not particularly. Now, because I wasn't fast enough, the enemy did go away, and I'll have to recapture Kura again, and it's gonna be mighty annoying, and so on and so forth. I could try and send this fleet to rescue Leo first, however, but I wouldn't make it anyway. So now I need to cancel this move by pressing escape, because I don't know any other way, unfortunately. And instead, I'm just gonna send this fleet of mercies, to make sure that the enemy dies. I do need to do that. If they do not, then they're gonna capture my system most likely. So please make it. They did make it. Good. Block it, and yeah, I know battle is imminent. Which one do we want to see first? This one, or this one? This one is our main fleet against the enemy with kind of sizable force with bajillion rockets. Good. I would like to teach those rockets their place, because quite frankly I'm bored of rockets. I think they have no taste, and that they are, how to code, they're the opposite of classy. They're classyless, which sounds kind of weird. Anyway, what do I want that would be nice? I guess sabotage. It will counter the enemy defense if they go for it, and I do believe they will go for either for defense or for EMP, which is a sabotage in and of itself, which is gonna be okay. Then thingy. And yep, they did go for EMP. They're unfortunately getting a little bit predictable, and I'm sorry for the frame rate drop. That is most likely because I have. That's a nice camera angle, thank you, game. That's most likely because I do have quite a lot of tabs open in my browser, a lot of background applications running, and so on and so forth. And yeah, that's actually something I did not think about. And mercy! I'm not asking for mercy. Actually, I don't care. I'm gonna kill those guys anyway. I mean, even if not, actually, the most damage they could deal, they already dealt, because missiles do most damage in long-range phase, then their damage decreases tremendously, so I ain't gonna lose most likely another Mercy, and that's it. They, however, I do hope will lose much more than that. So I was able to counter the magnetic field, which is nice. They weren't able to deflect too much of my damage, and actually I was able to take this. Oh yeah, I was able to take the missile damage like a pro MLG style, and at the same time I was able to duke out a nice amount of damage, and there we go! Power convergence, gravity well, awesomeness! Look at that! All of a sudden, the entire enemy fleet is dead. Now, do not be mistaken, this is not just because of the combo, it is also because I was able to make it work on a melee phase, which is when kinetics deal the most damage. So it will always be like this. First turn, I'll be kinda, maybe not scared, but kinda shaking a little bit maybe. One of my eyebrows will shake, because that's when the rockets are most effective. But then, this medium range phase, rockets are actually less effective than the kinetics, if I remember correctly, and then the melee phase, and I'm like, BOOM, baby! And it's awesome. Anyway, now this will be my second to last ability, and actually I will be even able to get one more after this. But nevertheless, there is not really anything I particularly want aside from the dust and science lead, to be quite honest. So yeah, first of all, let's go for level 1 on both of these and see how well they perform. Then I'll decide which one I want to spec up into more. And you know what, since I have no idea how long this video actually really is, I mean the timer says 21 minutes right now, I might as well turn it off. And I have no idea how that correlates to the amount of time I spent before making this videocast. So actually, what kind of weapons are the pirates using? Beans and even more beans. That is bad, but actually not a problem, because I can just sacrifice my deflector, my deflector efficiency, which I don't care about at all because the enemy have no kinetics. The pirates have no kinetics. they do have very high level beams. I should be able to take them out relatively easily, because yeah, they are pirates, and as pirates they have no defenses of any description. However, still they do deal quite a nice amount of damage, but apparently not even nearly enough for my ginormous ships to go down. There is like no way. I mean, they did counter me now, which means that I'm gonna miss like every shot I fire. I mean, look, come on guys, you can aim a little bit better than that. But it still doesn't matter even if they counter me, like at all. Because, yeah, I'm just this awesome. Not really, it's just, I'm really overpowering those guys. I haven't, well, I wanted to say I have no idea why the pirates even attacked, but they are pirates, they're supposed to attack everybody and everything. Because that's how they are coded into the game, which is actually right. I'm sorry. And I don't mind this not one bit, because there's a lot of dust that I just gained from this single battle. I like it when this happens. I really, really do. Now, this is the most important battle. I mean, maybe not the most important battle, my main fleet battle was more important, but I do need to make sure that Leo does not fall. So it means I need to kill at least the majority of the enemy's army. Or, well, optimally, I'll kill all of them, but with only 4 mass ships and without a hero, I don't think this is actually entirely possible. But let's do our dandiest, shall we? And actually, this is a really highly leveled ship, which makes me a little bit scared, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, a ship of this on level 4 is kind of beast when it comes to dealing damage and dealing with damage. So, short circuit, you know what, that weapon disruption, I'm not gonna counter the enemy this way, but at least here they will not be able to deal so much damage. And actually they went for short circuit themselves, which was mildly unexpected, but oh well, I'll go for it. Better than and then the nano repair systems. I might, actually, you know what, I need to do as much damage as humanly possible, so weapon overclock all the way across the sky. It is going to decrease my missile interception, but as I said, it is crucial for me to deal as much damage as possible, which is not gonna happen. Oh great, and they countered me. Nope, I'm not gonna even be able to speak English apparently. But no, not even a single enemy ship is going to go down. They countered me in the most painful way possible. I mean, I went for kinetics and decrease in my missile effectiveness, and they went for something that is gonna to block my card and also make their deflectors so much more powerful. I did do some damage, obviously, but yeah, not nearly enough. That was a little bit disappointing, and I don't want to end this cast this way. But alas, as I said, I don't know how long it is, and my recording software really hates me when the cast is too long. So I should actually make sure that it is not too long. Problem is, I'm gonna lose Leo, and there is nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna take back Kura, but now there's just gonna be a chase around my systems for the rest of the game, which is unfortunate, but oh well. Well, you know what we can do? We can actually end on a slightly more positive note by annihilating this fleet. I actually am kind of hoping to use it as a way to repair my ships a little bit, and well, it obviously will require my ships to survive this engagement, and the enemy does have a lot of missiles, but maybe I can make this work. I would love to go for Gravity Well, because it also provides me quite a bit of defense, but I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off. So instead, let's just not risk it, go for Weapon Disruption, and then Gravity Well, and then Nano Repair Systems. I think I should be able to survive this, at the very least, do a nice amount of damage without dying myself, just because I have this amazing hero, and heroes do matter a lot. Okay, anyway, free camera, I do want to at least try and make it a little bit better. That's actually a really odd camera angle. It really is. Wow, that's just so... What on earth is happening? Oh well, that's what happens when you try to roll in with free camera. Weird stuff happens. And because, unfortunately, I can talk for hours about how great Endless Space really is, but in terms of camera controls, no, they failed it as much as it is actually possible to fail this kind of task. And you know what? Gravity Well. They still did not go down, and actually Weapon Overclock. No, not Weapon Overclock. Not. It worked. So which means I should have gone for, you know, Gravity Well. But regardless, I'll be able to kill them. I am going to take more damage than I could repair, Actually, I'm not gonna repair anything at all because I didn't go for this battle card, but regardless, it went relatively-ish okay, I guess. I mean, all the enemy ships are down, which is going to provide me with a nice boost of dust, which is all I needed, really. Enemy ships are still alive, which is also very important. Not like I really cared, then again, because, you know, that's the kind of guy I am. Kill everything, and if I lose everything in process, that's just an added bonus rather than just something I should be worried about. And, oh, graduation day, I have no idea what this is. Oh, that's about hero leveling up to level 20, I guess. Alrighty then, and the last skill point. Actually, which one? I don't know which one gives me more bonuses just yet, but you know what? I do need science more than I need dust. I think. Maybe. Yes? Maybe? Yeah, let's go for it. I don't actually care all that much, to be quite honest with you. Alright then, this would be it for me. Next then, off camera I'll probably make some more movements, but I don't want to bore you to death with them. So, did I record this? Yes, I did. This wasn't actually the best videocast, but anyway, it was PANCZASU the Mighty Mixer. If you somehow managed to record my bad cast, you managed to record, enjoy, I tried to say. If you managed to enjoy my bad cast, then please by all means consider liking it, or maybe even subscribing to my channel if you wish to see more. If you do not have to do this, but I would highly appreciate a comment, even more so than anything else, to be quite honest. Especially in regards to the audio quality, I do need to know how well this is working out so far. Thank you for watching, and I will see you online.